but it's a pretty nice day. All right, I'd like to thank everyone for coming here today. I'm the president of the Historical Society. I'm Stephen Nice. 2 years ago, we had a ribbon cutting ceremony for the grand opening of our building. And today we're celebrating our newly renovated upstairs and the waterways exhibit from the Smithsonian Institute. This is an exciting time for us and for the community. I'd like to thank the members of the Historical Society, our board members, the community, and all of you for coming here today.
Thanks, Steve. My name is Ben Terwilliger. I'm the Executive Director of the Eudora Community Museum. And today is truly a landmark day for our museum and for the city of Eudora, because today is the first time that a Smithsonian exhibit has ever been at this museum and in this community. It's truly an incredible exhibit, and I'm very pleased that people of Northeast Kansas will have an opportunity to see this exhibit. It's going to be at our museum until August 6th. We're going to be open Tuesdays through Sundays from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So I strongly recommend that everyone pay us a visit. The only reason that we're here today is because of the generosity and the hard work of others. The city of Eudora and Douglas County are tremendous supporters of our museum. They have provided the funding that has helped us thrive as an institution.
Thank you.
We have also received the support of the Kansas Humanities Council, which made it possible to get this Smithsonian exhibit here. Right now is kind of a precarious time for the humanities and humanities programs. There's an effort underway in Washington, D.C. to try to defund the National Endowment for the Humanities. That would be a disaster. If that happens, we would never host a Smithsonian exhibit again. I strongly urge everybody here to contact their federal legislators and tell them to support funding for the humanities, especially the National Endowment for the Humanities, because we would lose so much here in Eudora if it was taken away from us. In addition to the new waterways exhibit, we also have a companion exhibit called At the Mercy of the Caw, Eudora's Relationship with Water. It's a really, truly amazing exhibit. I think it's the best one we've made yet. So hopefully you guys get to see that when you go in the museum as well. Let's see. In addition to opening these exhibits, today we're also, for the first time, debuting our renovated second story, as well as the new access edition that we put on the back of the museum. That edition was funded largely from the Douglas County Heritage Conservation Council, so they deserve a round of applause for all the support they've given us. And the majority of the renovation work that was done on our second story was performed by volunteers. And just some of the volunteers that have really helped us have been Larry Carden, Aaron Thacker, Penny Neff, Kevin Reitz, Paul and Sherry Flory. But two volunteers have truly stood out above anyone else. They are our all-star volunteers. They are Benny Dean and Bill Gordon. Together, they have volunteered over 3,700 hours on restoring this building since 2014. They are truly master craftsmen, and their commitment to our museum is really phenomenal, and we owe them a ton. We also have a reception going on today down at the Lodge. That's 2 buildings down at 726 Main Street. So we have some refreshments and stuff there, so feel free to check out the Lodge. And please consider making a donation to our museum. We're still dependent on donations to keep us afloat. We have a donation jar on the inside. Consider becoming a member. We have membership forms on the inside. And if you don't make it in today, hopefully everyone will get a chance, but we can only really fit 60 people in at a time. If it's just too crowded in there, come back at some point later today. We're going to be open today until 10 p.m. and we'll be open a lot until August 6th. That's basically everything I had. We're going to invite a few more people to come up here and say a few words. And then I'm going to turn it, after those people speak, we'll turn it over to the school district, and they're going to unveil the contents of this time capsule right here that was salvaged from the old Nottingham Elementary School. Then we'll have our ribbon cutting, and we'll open the exhibits. So thank you all for coming here. I think this is a great day for Eudora.
Hello, I'm Tim Reason. I'm the mayor of Eudora, and I want to welcome everyone here today. I'd like to note Ruth Hughes, our vice mayor, Nancy Thelman, a county commissioner, and there are a few school board members that are here today, and Steve Splichal, our superintendent. I'd like to welcome you all. I don't know how to express in words the amount of appreciation we have for the dedicated folks, not only in time, effort, energy, money, that have gone into preserving our past and looking into what we have to offer in the future. Without the volunteers, without Benny Dean, without Ben being here kind of managing all of this, it wouldn't be possible. And without your donations, it wouldn't be there either. So thank you all for being here today. It's a beautiful building. The upstairs is amazing, and the hours and effort, energy that's gone into it you can't imagine. So thank you all for being here, and enjoy a beautiful day.
I'm Nancy Thelman. I'm a Douglas County Commissioner. I represent you in the 2nd District. And I am just so excited for this day because I remember walking into this building, actually before it was open to the public, and it was a dirt floor and a mess all around, and anyone who would have thought that this might become a really first-class community museum hosting the Smithsonian, special display, you would have thought they were crazy. I would have thought they were crazy, but here we are. A couple of major grants from Douglas County helped both in the first phase to begin the restoration and the second phase to open up the 2nd floor and make this an accessible building. So I would say Douglas County shouldn't take credit for that. Mike Gaughan and Michelle DeRusso and I don't deserve the credit for that. You all do, because it was your tax dollars that went to the conservation, the Heritage Conservation Council, which had the grant program, which made this possible. So I'd say give yourselves a round of applause. And the only other thing I would say is that I don't know how any of this, it took amazing work from citizens and in-kind donations and lots of time from volunteers, but Ben Terwilliger probably won't ever really try and take the credit for it, but he is a remarkable young man and he has served you so well. I hope he stays for a long, long time, but he has gained the credentials here that will take him anywhere. And to have Smithsonian on his resume is a real feather in his cap. Thank you for supporting him while he grows into his professional, really fantastic status. So enjoy the day. Thanks, Ben, for inviting me. Bye-bye.
Do we have anyone else that'd like to say a few words? Our partner sites, Barbara?
Yeah.
She'll come up.
Hi, everyone. I don't have anything really prepared to say other than I'm the director of the Kansas River Kings Museum in Loras. We're located right on the Kansas River itself at Abe and Jake's Landing. I'm also the director of the Wakarusa River Valley Museum. So I can greatly appreciate the exhibit. If you haven't had a chance to get in there yet, but you're getting ready to, it is absolutely fantastic. And I just wanted to congratulate Ben. You are amazing. I agree with you, Nancy. And I wanted to congratulate him, the Eudora Historical Society, really all the volunteers, the city of Eudora, and all of everyone that was involved in making it come to life. So thank you, Ben. Thanks to everyone else that helped.
Thank you, Barbara, and I highly recommend visiting either of those museums that she works for here in Douglas County. Do we have anyone else that'd like to say a few remarks? If not, I'm going to turn it over to Steve Splichal with the school district.
Good morning. On behalf of the Board of Education, I'm Steve Splichal, Superintendent of Schools, and it is great to be here this morning for the grand opening of the Smithsonian Waterways exhibit. Thank you, shout out to Ben, certainly to the Eudora Community Museum Board for the invitation to take part in this exciting event this morning. As you may know or have heard or have seen via the many Facebook and social media posts, we removed the time capsule from the 1966 cornerstone at Nottingham Elementary. Our crews worked with a couple of wonderful expert volunteers. You heard them here today, Bill Gordon, Benny Dean. Huge shout out. They guided us and provided their expertise and their wisdom. We appreciate that. They said if we left the demo or the extraction to the superintendent, it might just be a pile of rubble here today, so we appreciate their help. The great thing about a moment like this is that we're here not necessarily as a school, but certainly as a community to enjoy the many benefits that we have here. We're here because our schools are a part of the life and the history of Eudora. This moment reflects generations of support from our taxpayers, our community leaders, and our families. And I'm genuinely honored to be a part of that. So, without further ado, enough talking from me, let's open this thing up and see what's inside.
Yeah.
Hey guys, back up,
Hey.
please.
What's his name? Can we get the camera clear?
Hey guys,
Camera.
back up, film back here.
You can bring it up, Bill.
All right. Nice big pencil. Remember those. We got a pencil. Looks like it's just a Nationals Fuse Text Big Brother pencil. Got a basic reader.
We have some photos here. They appear to have sustained some water damage.
See our first grade class right there. Yeah.
Mr. J. Garman, principal. Mrs. Peace, first grade.
That's us.
And then we have Mrs. Martin, second grade. Miss Nottingham, first grade.
The namesake of the school, of course.
And Mrs. Burnett, second grade.
Take a note.
Little note, I'm not going to open it up the rest of the way, I don't want to, but it says the school site of 12.75 acres was purchased for Miss Geneva Ogden in 1963 at a cost of $12,750. The site was purchased from the Indians represented by Pascal Fish by Tom Darling, the grandfather of Miss Ogden. Lawrence Davy, Journal World, Wednesday, January 19th, 1966. That's the second part of it. School Directory of Douglas County, 1965 to 1966. T.J. Wilson, County Superintendent.
There's a quarter from 1964.
Okay, we'll be around here for a little while. The contents of the box will make their way around. We want to be able to showcase some of the things that were in the time capsule. We want to take it to the elementary school, let our students see that this fall. We'd like for the Board of Education and the City Commission to have an opportunity to have these as part of one of their meetings coming up. Ultimately, the contents and the stone, the box, everything will become a permanent fixture right here in our museum, and we look forward to seeing that at some point. So Ben, thank you again for letting us share in this exciting opportunity, and good luck.
Thanks, Steve. We do have a quarter that was placed in there by Eugene Westerhouse right here, who was on the school board at the time of the construction.
You don't want a bag, do you?
I think now the next part we're going to do is we're going to cut the ribbon at the front door there. So if we could clear some space there and get the cameras and the camcorder up there. Nancy, Tim, anyone that wants to come hold the ribbon, come on up. Ruth?
Hello, Mark.
Uh-oh, it's a short ribbon.
That's all we have. Please visit the reception at 726 Main, and we can handle about 60 of you at one time in the museum. So,
And I'll be giving haircuts.
thank you for coming. That's all I have.